Welcome everyone. Today I'd like to discuss biology, botany. 3 more question and answers in the model paper 2. Question number 15 for you. Write any 3 practical applications of polyembryony. You know polyembryony, production of many embryos. Poly means many. Embryo means the resultant product of fertilization, and this embryo developed from the zygote after mitotic cell division. The first application, the seedlings formed from the nucellular tissue are better clothes for orchids. Example, citrus. You know, nucellus is a nutritive tissue for the developing embryo. Then, second application, the plants derived through polyembryony are free from viruses. So we are in a position to produce the germplasm free of viruses or the plants free of viruses. The embryos from somatic cells helps in the production of clones. So somatic cell embryos are always genetically similar in nature, so it helps in the production of clones. No clone, the genetically similar, the genetically identical, genetically uniform plant or animal populations are called the clones. And the clones are developed from either nucellular tissue or from the integuments. Outer fleshy, middle stony, and inner fleshy, the integuments, which protect the female gametophyte. Next question for you. Parent 2n is equal to 4x with 28 chromosome crossed with 2n is equal to 2x with 14 chromosome. Triticum durum crossed with cigale cereal with rye. What is the gametic constitution of this parent one? Write the gametic condition. And the B, write the name of the plant in the F2 generation. Actually, this cross is explained in the third lesson, chromosomal basis of inheritance. And it is also an example for allopolyploidy. Chromosomal number, especially chromosomal set number, increased in a hybrid produced by crossing 2 different species. In this cross, Triticum durum is crossed with cigale cereal, Triticum durum with 28 chromosomes and cigale cereal with 14 chromosomes. The gametic constitution of A, question mark, and the name of the plant in the end of F2 generation. These 2 are the questions for you. The answer, A, the gametic condition, N is equal to 2x, 2 into 7 is equal to 14. And name of the plant, triticale, the first man-made cereal. Next question. How are artificial synthetic seeds are produced? Generally, artificial synthetic seeds are produced from the somatic embryos obtained through in vitro culture. You know, tissue culture, sometimes during tissue culture from the callus, somatic embryos are formed or embryos are formed. The embryos developed from the body cells are called the somatic embryos or somoclonal embryos or embryoids. These somoclonal embryos or embryoids are generally converted into artificial synthetic seeds. These embryos developed from a single cell, then it is converted into a cellular mass. Different inert materials are used for coating the somatic embryoids during artificial synthetic seed production. The inert materials used are agarose, sodium alginate, agarose, sodium alginate, and sucrose. Next question for you. Write the uses of silvopasture system. Silvopasture system mainly helps in the production of fodder. Growing grasses along with trees is said to be silvopasture, and this system mainly helps in the production of fodder to cattle. Example, Acacia nilotica and Sesbania grandiflora. In silvopasture, the plants are also grown for timber, fuel wood, and also for fruits. This method of cultivation helps to improve soil conditions also. Fodder trees in this culture act as a live fence to protect the property from stray animals. So fodder production, Acacia and Sesbania, grown for timber, fuel wood, and fruits, helps to improve soil condition and act as live fence. The trees act as live fence in this culture methodology. Then the last question for you. Differentiate autotrophic components from heterotrophic components. Autotrophs are the organisms synthesize their own food materials, and heterotropes are the organism derive food from others. Either they lead saprophytic mode of nutrition or parasitic mode of nutrition. So autotrophic components of the ecosystem, plants, or the autotrophic components, they manufacture the organic compound starch from simple inorganic components with the help of carbon dioxide and water through photosynthesis. The process is called photosynthesis. Inorganic components are carbon dioxide and water. The resultant product organic compound, the starch. So autotrophs synthesize their own food material through photosynthesis. Green plants are called the autotrophs, also known as the producers in an ecosystem. Heterotrophs are the organism derive nutrients from others, or simply says the organism consume, the producers are called heterotrophs. And two types of consumers are present, that is heterotrophs are present. One is the macro consumer, second is the micro consumer. Herbivores, plant eaters, carnivores, animal eaters, and omnivores, plant as well as animal eaters, comes under macro consumers. Micro consumer, the very good example is the decomposers. Saprophytes or the decomposers derive nutrients from dead organic matter. Example, bacteria, fungi, and actinomycetes. Thanks a lot, students. Thank you very much. Thank you.